सलमान सर ने कहा कि फोन किया गया अब्दू को और आपकी वाइफ ने शायद बात की और she only asked him to stay away.
Although Mr. Salman hasn't declassified the content of the conversation, how Abdu has perceived it, how it has been conveyed further, and finally to Mr. Salman.
But she's a part of a conversation where something really derogatory is being spoken about a woman by anybody else who's her friend. When it's not her friend, she will take a stand and say this shouldn't be spoken to a woman. And if it's somebody who she has a good connection with. But जब भी वो बात किसी और पे आती है जो उनके दोस्त नहीं है पर वो औरत है, वो वहाँ पे कोई स्टैंड नहीं लेती है, तो वो तो कहीं ना कहीं गलत लगता है सर.
Whereas Shalin has been part of her mandali earlier. Nimrit was close to Shalin.
Was.
These alliances keep changing. Hasn't Shalin and Tina broken away from that part?
बट वही तो बात है.
So that is what the game is.
स्पेसिफिकली वो बारे में बात हो रही थी सोशल मीडिया पे और आपका वो कोट आ रहा था कि सर ने ये कहा है कि अरे हमने कभी फेक फॉलोअर्स कुछ नहीं किया बट प्रियंका ने अपना फॉलोअर्स हाइड करके रखा है XYZ. आई थिंक यू सेड समथिंग लाइक दैट.
I never said anything about bots. I never talked about of MyGlam. I never talked about of followers, paid followers. That only Nimrit's page is targeted by only one particular contestant. There are 15 of them, including those who have left also. 16 of them. But only why one particular contestant is spewing hate. उसको ये नहीं बोला कि आप यहाँ क्यों कर रहे हो, एक्चुअल में नहीं करते. एक बार ये नहीं बोला कि आप लाउड हो, आप इरिटेटिंग हो, आप अर्चना पार्ट 2 बन रहे हो, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा.
When Nimrit Kaur Ahluwalia debuted inside Bigg Boss house, we all thought we had a winner. Over the last few weeks, there has been a lot of ups and downs, and discussing that is her father, Gurdeep Singh Ahluwalia, joining me for a conversation only on Bollywood Bubble. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good.
Are you happy that you're finally going to get to meet your daughter?
Yeah, excited. Looking forward to it.
Have you ever stayed this long without speaking or talking to her?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah. I have been in a profession where one couldn't speak to family or children for, say, a couple of months.
Oh, you have been in the army.
Yeah.
I wanted to know that, sir, when she went inside the house, on the first day, two people who actually felt like they were contenders and they were winners for me were Nimrit and Sumbul. And both of them have had a very different kind of a journey. उतार चढ़ाव बहुत रहे उनके पूरे journey में. How do you see her journey on Bigg Boss now?
So what you perceived on the first day, जो आपने पहले दिन देखा था और जो विचारा था कि सुम्बुल और निमृत विनर मटेरियल हैं, वो आज भी हैं. Both of them are there. Both girls have shined like anything. Talking about my daughter, Nimrit has presented her true real personality. उसने dignified तरीके से, gracefully, logically और consistency दिखाई है. और ये एक रियलिटी शो है जिसमें इंडिविजुअल का पर्सनैलिटी, उसका जो रियल सेल्फ है, वो बाहर आ जाता है. बिग बॉस ने या सलमान सर ने उसको एक बार भी काउंसल नहीं किया ऑन दीज एस्पेक्ट्स. ओनली थिंग कि वो थोड़ा सा इंडिविजुअल खेले. उसको ये नहीं बोला कि आप यहाँ क्यों कर रहे हो, एक्चुअल में नहीं करते. एक बार ये नहीं बोला कि आप लाउड हो, आप इरिटेटिंग हो, आप अर्चना पार्ट 2 बन रहे हो, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. So that's a big achievement.
But I want to ask you that, do you also feel that, like what I said, was because I saw her as a solo warrior princess in the first week. Somehow when she started making those gangs, even the first time when she went in सौंदर्या and गौतम वाला जो ग्रुप था वहाँ पे, या फिर उसके बाद जब भी मंडली में भी वो है, तो मुझे लगता है कि उनका गेम थोड़ा वीक हो जाता है compared to other people. Like she does have a strong standpoint, but somehow her game gets overshadowed by everybody else who's a friend.
It will not be correct to say like that. I'll put it this way. So when you go into a reality show like this, you go solo, and she is the one person who's gone solo. She didn't have any companion or a co-star or somebody, a company. She entered solo. She made her space. She made friends with everybody, and she is now a proud accepted member of the so-called Mandali, which is actually a family.
Yeah, it is. It is like a family.
It's a family, and there's, if you want to use Mandali term Mandali, then there is another Mandali 2. Call it group, Mandali, Toli, family. It's a big house
Yeah.
in which there is a joint family staying inside. And in our joint family also, we have few people with whom we are close. We are few people with whom we are very close,
Yeah.
and with few people we have hi hello. If you look across, so Nimrit has made a place in the hearts of every member. Then equations change, alliances change. So there is a realignment of friendships. But after 3 months of journey, or 90 or 90, 100 odd days of journey, these the trust and faith amongst these Mandali members, or the uh, actual family members, has emerged out to be the perhaps USP of this season. This season will be remembered as maybe Mandali.
Sir, when you speak about them being a family, of course, their alliances are very clear and their friendships are also very clear. But one person in the group who Nimrit has not been able to like completely, honestly, two people in the group really don't completely accept her, and that we can see like they accept her more than a Priyanka, Archana, and all those people from the other group. But Sajid और Stan, they still feel that निमृत उनकी नहीं है. बहुत बार उनको कहा, मतलब कहते हुए हम लोगों ने सुना है कि निमृत हमारी नहीं है, सुम्बुल हमारी है पर निमृत हमारी नहीं है, निमृत हमारी नहीं, थोड़ा बच के रहो. उन्होंने शिव को भी ये बहुत बार बोला है. इवन लास्ट वीक दे सेड इट, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट दैट, सर?
See, it was a all boys Mandali. When this Mandali came into being in the first week or so it was a all boys Mandali, and उसमें जो पैट्रिया है मंडली के, साजिद सर, he is my age. I won't mind addressing him as sir. He is a tall member in the industry for whatever contribution he has. So Mr. साजिद जो है, उन्होंने सुम्बुल को रिटेन किया टू डू द चोर्स ऑफ मंडली. अब निमृत ने जब उस फैमिली में अपना एक्सेप्टेंस बढ़ा लिया और उस फैमिली का हिस्सा बन गई, एंड शी इज़ अ स्ट्रॉन्ग वुमेन, शी हैज़ हर ओन माइंड, शी चेक्स इवन साजिद. वेरी रिसेंटली शी टोल्ड कि यू आर, लेट्स नॉट बुली सुम्बुल, उसको अच्छा नहीं लगता. सो strong woman is always not accepted easily in whatever domain they are. So that perhaps that must be the reason. And after all, it's a game. So it's kind of pitching one guy against the other.
True.
X against the Z, say something to Y, and that's how it is being played. But I am very sure Sajid in his heart also loves her. She has also complimented her that you have very sorted girl, very intelligent girl, when telling Sumbul कि इससे सीखना, इसके साथ रहना. So as part of game he must be telling to XYZ about ABC, which is okay.
बट मुझे यही पूछना है आपसे कि जब आप बोलते हो कि वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग गर्ल है, ऑफ कोर्स हर पर्सनालिटी हैज़ बीन वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑन द शो. इवन व्हेन शी हैज़ रिएक्टेड, शी इज़ नॉट रिएक्टेड, इट हैज़ बीन स्ट्रॉन्ग. one thing that really bothered her was the Abdu connection, because जब अब्दू घर से गया और वापस आया तो she was also confused. A lot of people tried to tell her that, oh, you were playing just because you wanted Abdu's viewership from Abdu and all that. I sometimes don't agree with Nimrit's things, but I felt that was not wrong. मतलब I didn't feel that निमृत की जो कनेक्शन अब्दू से है वो कोई एक रीज़न की वजह से है, ये तो मैं बाकायदा मानूंगा. बट जब सलमान सर ने कहा कि फ़ोन किया गया अब्दू को और आपकी वाइफ ने शायद बात की और शी ओनली आस्क्ड हिम टू स्टे अवे, व्हाट वाज द होल थिंग दैट वेंट इन द हाउस? लाइक व्हाई वुड यू आस्क अब्दू टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम?
Although Mr. Salman hasn't declassified the content of the conversation, but my wife, when she spoke, the conversation was only limited to exchange of pleasantries, telling that young lad, you are doing well. Your friendship with Nimrit is, everybody is adoring it, and we will love to host you, not only you, everybody else, whenever you are in Delhi. At that point of time, that boy replied, I'm busy shooting, shooting, shooting. And the conversation ended with, convey my love to Nimrit. So, maybe why it has been said. Now, it's a conversation between two people. Although I was there listening, and how Abdu has perceived it, how it has been conveyed further, and finally to Mr. Salman. But whatever said and done, we take it in a positive stride. That it is perhaps to tell Nimrit that she has spent enough time with Abdu. There are others who can take care of Abdu or his requirements. She should focus on her own. Nimrit is one person who's internationally traveled. She has been to cultural exchange programs. She has stayed with foreign students. We have hosted foreign students at our home. For her, interacting with a foreign national she is at ease. So perhaps Abdu was also looking forward for some company. They were engaged in meaningful, intelligent conversation, because Abdu doesn't like fighting
Yeah.
and getting hyped up on petty issues. So he's this very sorted guy. So I take it this way. Although what has been conveyed wasn't told by us, but if it has been conveyed to improve her game, it's a good thing.
Okay. But at the same time, sir, if you go and see the whole show, Nimrit's stands have also fluctuated because of her friendships, of course, because कभी कभी उसको धोखा भी मिला है दोस्ती में, जैसे कि गौतम सौंदर्या के टाइम पे उसको genuinely she was treated like one sidey. But there is one thing that I have a genuine issue with Nimrit, because I really liked her, and liking her, of course, if I like somebody, then I can say that this is something that I don't like about the person. We as an audience have stood by Nimrit when she has spoken about how she's dealt with a low phase in her life. I battle anxiety, so I know what kind of a space it can be. It can be very difficult. Um, but at the same time, when you are having an anxiety attack, to abuse somebody, to scream, shout, and become selectively feminist. There are times when Nimrit doesn't say something really nasty to a woman, but she's a part of a conversation where something really derogatory is being spoken about a woman by anybody else who's her friend. When it's not her friend, she will take a stand and say this shouldn't be spoken to a woman. And if it's somebody who she has a good connection with, but जब भी वो बात किसी और पे आती है जो उनके दोस्त नहीं है पर वो औरत है, वो वहाँ पे कोई स्टैंड नहीं लेती है, तो वो तो कहीं ना कहीं गलत लगता है सर.
It's not that कि वो selectively stand लेती है on this issue of women. Very recently, few days back, in an episode when one contestant kind of दूसरे कंटेस्टेंट का किसी टास्क में, फोम टास्क में हाथ झटका था.
हाँ जी,
She was the one who had spoken for not only that woman.
But it's against a man who's not her friend.
No.
Shaleen is not her friend. That's
No.
what I'm trying to say.
No. And the woman in question is also
But Priyanka
not is also not part of the
जब
Mandi.
शालीन के साथ वो मेंटल हेल्थ वाला इशू हुआ था, अगर आप वापस जाके देखो वो वीडियो, प्रियंका and Nimrit have been at loggerheads from day one. They have been contenders.
No, we'll discuss that part later. Let's finish this part first.
वहाँ पे शालीन के साथ जब
Let's
हुआ
finish
था,
this part first.
वहाँ पे पानी भी निमृत को सबसे पहले प्रियंका ने ही दिया था.
Listen. When Shaleen ने जो भी किया होम टास्क में with an lady contestant who's not part of her mandli, whereas Shaleen has been part of her mandli earlier. Nimrit was close to Shaleen.
That's the
Was
problem, sir.
pardon?
वो she that's what
So
I'm
that's
saying
what I'm
कि जब
saying.
उनके दोस्त करते तब नहीं
No,
बोलती
no, no,
वो.
no, no. The equations keep changing in the house. The friendships keep changing. These alliances keep changing. Hasn't Charlene and Tina broken away from that part?
But वही तो बात है.
So
उनके
that
game
is
की
what
भी
the
वो
game is.
problem है.
That is what the game is all about.
You're not understanding.
Whereas Nimrit, having spent time with couple of friends here, couple of friends there, couple of friends there, and then accepted by this party, is here, but is still open to conversation with everybody else. So, talking about back to that woman empowerment or taking stand for when it is there. So she had shown in last 10 days, one she took stand for Sumbul. She
Again, her
corrected.
friend.
No, it's first she is a woman.
Yeah.
So when if you say selective, taking selective stand, it's not that. So she's taken stand for a woman who's part of her mandali. Again a Patria who's very strong. Shiv doesn't take stand. Nobody else takes stand. Stan had taken a stand few days back कि सर अगर आपको ज़्यादा तो उधर जाके बैठो साइन कर लो उसको सेक्टर सो देर आर few people who do take stand and Nimrit had taken stand. She has taken stand for Sumbul here. Second situation, she had taken stand with Charlene, who was her friend, now may not be her friend. Perhaps Charlene may not be friends to many. Against someone with whom Nimrit is, as per you, at loggerhead from first day.
Yeah, but sir, वही पे बात मेरा ये है.
Now coming on to loggerheads. First day, she was the first one to enter house. She greeted everybody. She was given a task. You gave accommodation to all contestants and I'll make you captain or something. So that was the task given to her. So she made everybody comfortable in whatever space they were. And being first captain or being the first one to enter house, teething problems are there. When you have not done a reality show, when you have not come with any previous knowledge.
True.
So she was the one who made everybody comfortable and the first captaincy task. If Charlene could tell Shiv that 40 kg weight you have kept on me will come back to you with 400 kgs, Nimrit never said anything. She was presented with flower pot and a weight worth, total weight worth me. I'm going to ask her how much it was, 25-30 kgs. But she stood.
No, I'm saying that all that thing is, I'm telling you that there I supported her. Some places where I felt she went wrong. First thing, स्टैन उनके दोस्त थे. जब स्टैन ने एक बहुत ही गंदा कमेंट किया एक लड़की के ऊपर कि अरे तू मेरे को खुपचे में क्यों लेके जा रही है, तू क्या करना चाहती है. दिस अ वेरी डेरोगेटरी कमेंट, व्हाटएवर इट मींस. एनीबॉडी हु विल हियर इट विल say bad things. Tina and Nimrit के सामने ये बात हुई है and other men were also there, but both the girls have laughed at it. First. Second चीज I will tell you that there has been a stand where Archana is very irritating, annoying, but अर्चना के मुद्दे कभी कभी राइट होते हैं, तरीका बहुत गलत होता है. अर्चना ने जो स्टैंड के साथ बात की, अगर उसने बोला भी है कि बिग बॉस मेरा बाप है, माई बाप तो होता है, वैसे तरीके से बोला, तो स्टैंड ने वापस से एक गंदा चीज बोला उनकी मम्मी के बारे में this time. And Nimrit said that तूने कुछ गलत नहीं बोला, वो करती ही ऐसी है. I feel that sometimes she knows the difference between right and a wrong, but because she doesn't want to lose that friend, she goes wrong in front of the audience because people expect her to be proper and perfect because that's what we have seen her in the first few weeks.
So I will say on these two issues that firstly I haven't watched the live feed.
No, this was in the episode.
In the episode also I may have missed out. Nimrit has the same person who has told Archana don't go personal when she was trying to go personal with Charlene. Here she was shouting at Charlene in the previous conversation I mentioned. Now she is correcting Archana, don't go personal. That will be incorrect. Maybe in what mind or time frame of mind one is at that point of time when this conversation was happening or this argument was happening, she deemed it fit not to voice her opinion. Maybe she has not heard the entire conversation to just jump into the chillam chilli and put a tilli. The Salman sir still corrected Sirijita incident. when you are not aware of the incident. अब सड़क पे एक्सीडेंट होता है, you are not aware, you don't go and pass a judgment unless you have seen. लड़ाई होती है, you ask people कि क्या हुआ, झगड़ा, you have to first inquire.
Yeah.
If you are not aware, everybody of us is a mute spectator, seeing
Yeah.
or hearing.
Yeah.
Perhaps one of such situations may have been. कि
Also,
शायद उसको पता ही नहीं होगा. Once she comes out, she can clarify.
आपने इस बार के वीकेंड के बारे में एक चीज़ बात उठाई थी जो आपने अगर सोशल मीडिया पे देखा होगा तो उस बात पे बहुत चर्चा हो रही है लास्ट 2 दिन से कि फेक फॉलोअर्स है, फेक बॉट्स है जिसके वजह से लोग जीते हैं. माई ग्लैम का भी कॉन्टेस्ट स्पेसिफिकली वो बारे में बात हो रही थी सोशल मीडिया पे, और आपका वो कोट आ रहा था कि सर ने ये कहा है कि अरे हमने कभी फेक फॉलोअर्स कुछ नहीं किया, बट प्रियंका ने अपना फॉलोअर्स हाइड करके रखा है XYZ. आई थिंक यू सेड समथिंग लाइक दैट. Now, sir, to that, many people have actually sent out all the actors, top actors of today, whether it's a Priyanka Chopra, Deepika Padukone, Kareena Kapoor, Katrina Kaif, and many others I might be missing out. सबका ये followers सिर्फ अपने को दिखता है. मतलब you can go and check, but you cannot search a follower for them. I understand that maybe you said it because you didn't have so much of knowledge about the whole thing, because even when we were saying, you were correcting yourself and saying it. Do you want to take it back? Because somehow वो शो पे भी डालते हैं कि शो में जीते हैं ना वो माई ग्लैम वाले. सो इट वॉज अ कॉन्टेस्ट बिटवीन प्रियंका एंड निमृत. वॉज अ हेड टू हेड टास्क. शायद वो दोनों टॉप 2 में होंगे, क्या पता, मुझे तो लगता है कि वो दोनों टॉप 2 में होंगे. डू यू फील दैट वॉज अ लिटिल पैसिव स्टेटमेंट?
See, firstly, in my conversation, I never said anything about bots. I never said talked about of migraine. I never talked about of followers, paid followers. The question was specific by the team. Telephonic conversation it was that on Nimrit's page there is so much of hate comments. The question was from Colors team. Telephonic conversation a day prior. How do you feel? I said we feel bad about it. That only Nimrit's page is targeted by only one particular contestant. There are 15 of them, including those who have left also. 16 of them. But only why one particular contestant is spewing hate, a genuine follower who follows or who loves his or her ideal, that lady or gentleman, that boy or girl will never have times to write such derogatory remarks and comments. So the conversation shifted to trollers. So I said, you see in WhatsApp or you see on Instagram, today's digital marketing times, it's a business. So you get, they say you boost your account by paid followers, likes, this. So it's all there.
But sir, somebody can say the same about
so to
your
justify.
daughter also.
So what did I say? Ki you see Nimrit's account, everything is visible. Perhaps somebody must have hidden that for privacy issues. We haven't hidden because we have nothing to hide. Yeah. So the conversation was specific for trollers versus what I said. And I have issued a statement again. Priyanka is equally dear to us. She is an army kid, and I am also from the army. In our profession, our country comes first, the men we command comes next, and then you come. But here is a game, you come first, and then your friends come first. So for me, she is also equally dear. But those trollers, I am raising that issue. Okay. In these times, is trolling good? You love your fans. You say you are a loser, fine, chalega. But you say such words which the channel feels is bad because he is also a color's face. So that's how the entire conversation started. And then Mr. Salman asked me, and I was still not saying the name. He said Priyanka, that part is edited. I said obviously Priyanka. When I say obviously Priyanka means somebody prompted me because they know it is that. So that's how the entire conversation went.
Fine.
And I find that if I am not having Because all these trawlers, they are just made accounts a month before, or say 2 months before, or 1 week before. So you see my page also, there's so much, and I just see, whenever I see, I say, God bless you, give them a hug. When I have time, I give them a hug. Otherwise, God is there.
फाइनली आज के प्रोमो में यू सी दैट निमृत इज प्रोमो ऐसा कटा है जहाँ पे लग रहा है कि निमृत और शिव का there is an equation which is culminating into something more than a friendship. What would you have to say if there is something that happens between Nimrit and Shiv which is beyond friendship?
She is a very sorted girl. Promo kata, I don't know. Promo katte hain for sensation. कि by the evening everybody does their chores and looked on to the set कि आज क्या होने वाला. Got it? So she has made friends. I don't think so. It is beyond friendship, and it is not friendship for convenience. It is not friendship for convenience.
No, it's not.
It is a true friendship.
It is.
She is friends with Stan also.
It is. That's a fact.
She's one girl who said, she asked Archana to hold on, don't go on the stage. It is his moment. So that friendship is, I think, as pure as other previous friendship, or anybody may say कि
और निमृत के साथ टॉप 2 में किसको देखना चाहते हो? लास्ट क्वेश्चन.
Shiv and Stan.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for speaking to us and clarifying everything that has been out there and it's being discussed. Nimrit is a strong girl, and I hope she goes to the top 2. I actually genuinely see Shiv, Priyanka, and Nimrit there in terms of show. But I hope that her game doesn't get overshadowed by her friendships. That also
Don't worry.
is.
I'm going inside today.
Absolutely. Please go and give her that pep talk. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.